Good morning, everyone. My name is Amy Ferreira. Thank you so much for joining me today on this CIS demo. Today's demo is going to be geared towards contractors that do structural steel, miscellaneous metals, if you do fencing and railings. So this demo really is a kind of a quick overview of CIS. Maybe there's people out there that have been interested in CIS, just maybe never had a chance to have a demo. But really, the purpose is just to kind of give you a quick overview. Everybody does different, has different things that they do. So the best thing for us to do after this is a one-on-one demo. So this way we can narrow down and look for exactly the type of projects that you do. Some people do buildings, some people just get involved with, roads and bridges and heavy highway. So there's a whole lot of different things out there. And if you really just kind of can't do a demo for everybody in the enough time that we have. And also we're looking at 3 different territories. We're going to look at North Jersey. We're going to look at Lower Hudson, which is Orange, Rockland, and Westchester, and also New York City, the 5 boroughs. So before we get started, just to kind of give you a little bit of information about how we get our private work and our public work. We've been in business for 33 years. We are a family business based out of North Jersey. And what we do is we have about 40 inside and outside reporters that literally hunt down all of our information. So a lot of owners and engineers, they still post projects in newspapers. They're still not online doing things. So even those types of projects, that's kind of our niche, right? We go through hundreds of newspapers in our office every single week, scouring them to find out what bids are out there. We also go online. We go directly to owners and engineers to get information. So on the public side, our reporters are out in the field. They're going to bid openings. They're going directly to owners and engineers because sometimes we can't just get enough information going online. On the private side, we are chasing brand new construction, private developments that are being built, high rises that are 3 stories and higher, multifamily dwellings that are 10 or more units, so condos, townhomes, age-restricted homes, and then commercial buildings that are 5,000 square feet and larger. We phase our projects out into different stages, so you get to decide where you want to get involved with a project, whether it's early on with owners, developers, or if you want to get involved with, just directly with the general contractor. So for time restraints, I actually have a few projects reports that I've already created. I just called the miscellaneous metal. And let's just kind of start with this, just kind of get to this first and show you what these projects are. So first, I just want to show you the keywords that I've included in these projects. So this way, you know exactly what we're looking at. So, fencing I've got, and, guardrail, guide rails, metal, stainless, all that kind of a thing. As I said, there might even be, keywords that are missing in here because you might do something different. But this is a report for projects in Northern New Jersey. So right now there are 100 totally out to bid that have not bid yet. These projects are bidding, today, and then it goes as far out as, I'm not even sure, we'll have to take a look. So I'm just quickly going through this just to give you an idea so that you can look at the title of projects and see, hey, is there something that is in here that I'm not even, familiar with, that you haven't even had an opportunity to get involved with. But you're going to see a mixture of roads and heavy highway, civil work, new buildings, can even be additions or, renovations to existing buildings, but it's going to be all of that. Let me just quickly scroll down. So these projects are going out as far as, really towards the end of November. Okay, so actually I'm going to go back to the top of the list and let's take a look at something that's bidding. Actually, even look at something that's bidding recently. Let's see. Let's take a look at this one. Watchung Hills Regional High School interior alteration. So this project is bidding tomorrow at 11 a.m. This is a rebid, which means that this project bid once before. Here's your owner design firm, your documents. So this will take you directly to the documents to get your bid bond, your pre-bid meeting, requirements. So we're going to give you all that information when you're bidding these projects. What are your requirements in order to bid this? There was an addendum that was added. If we click on this, this will take us to the original bid results that we have. Here's your description. So if I click on this, it's showing you all those keywords that we put in the report are now being highlighted. So you can just kind of get to exactly what you're looking for. And then, it's even giving you everything in the complete description. And then you've got your plan holders. So these are all of the companies that have picked up plans that are potentially going to bid this project. So if you're going to come in as a subcontractor, this is going to be really important information for you, because these are the people that you're going to be able to reach out to. We are very much a proactive approach. Instead of just waiting for people to call you, now you get to see who else is bidding these projects. So if the couple of people that reached out to you, what about the other ones that didn't? Now you can see exactly who they are and be able to reach out to them and tell them who you are, what you do, and be able to give them an estimate for a project. So if we do that, let's take a look at Northeastern Interior. So if we click on their name, we get to their company profile. Every company has a profile. Anybody that's bidding, anybody that's being awarded private projects. And basically it's telling you how you can contact them, that they're, general building contractors, who their contacts are. It is up to you as a company to update your own profile, letting people know who you are, what you do. This definitely can be updated. But let's see what's important here is what they're holding plans on. If you're going to reach out to a company about a project, before you do that, you want to see if there's anything else that they are going to bid that can also be a good fit for you, and call them about that. This is showing you their low bids, how many projects they've been low bid on in the last 3 years, 65. Their last project was last week. If I click on this very quickly, the purpose is to give you some insight to these contractors. How are they bidding? Are they underbidding projects? Are they, pretty in line with everybody else? Somebody that's underbidding, you might not want to work with, right? They might be, too far off that you might not actually get paid on the job sometimes, right? That's what it's all about. So this looks like a pretty tight bid. This is what you're seeing. Other bids, what they bid that they didn't get, 270. So if you combine the 270 and the 65 there, well over 300 projects that they have bid in the last 3 years. Actually almost 400 projects. So, and this is just showing you, they didn't get the project, but if you click on it, you can see exactly who did, which in this case was Grove Contracting. So really good information for subcontractors. You get to keep track of all the GCs that you like, the ones that pay you the best. You can track them, and anytime that they pick up plans or place a bid, automatically you're notified. And you can see that we're already tracking this company because their circle here is in white. So this can be done, again, with any contractor that's bidding. If you are a typical sub, but you bid as a prime contractor, sometimes your information will be there as well. Bid results. These are projects that bid yesterday and prior. And here are as well, actually, I guess this is from last week, but here's a project in Randolph, an addition renovation at County College of Morris. And here are your bid results here. So Brockwell and Carrington, Epic Management, all the way down to Brahma Construction. So here's a sub request that they've posted. If I click on this, it's telling you that they're looking for all trades. You can reach out to George Bergen about this project. People have listed themselves as interested. So these are other contractors that said, hey, they took a look at this and they're saying, hey, I'm interested. Zabransky Mechanical, they've said, hey, I'm a plumber, I'm an HVAC contractor, so that other CIS clients can see who's interested and be able to reach out to them for their different services. Okay, so let's move on to Lower Hudson. So in Orange, Rockland, Westchester, we've got 29 projects that are currently out to bid. So again, same thing. You can kind of go through these, pick and see, what projects you're interested in. Here's one in Ossining, second floor classroom addition. So if you know off the bat you're interested in this project, you just come over here and you click tracked. Now this is going to go into your tracked folder, and anytime that we pick up they pick up plans or place a bid, I'm sorry, I'm getting all confused. Anytime that there's an update on a project, you will automatically be notified. And scrolling down here and taking a look at the description here. So steel decking, structural steel, steel joisting, railings, metal fabrications, barriers, metal framing, fencing. And again, here's all of your plan holders on this project. You would do the same. You can click on any of these companies and see exactly what they do. You've got Piazza, Parati, Vinco Builders, and so on. And, you know, as mostly with these New York projects in Lower Hudson, it's broken down into these different contracts: GC, electric, plumbing, and mechanical. So, you know, if you're a steel contractor, you're obviously going to be bidding to a general contractor, although you might do stuff with plumbing as well, mechanical. All right. And then if you wanted to add yourself as interested, you would do that here. So if I click that, now my name, my fake company gets added. And then all of these companies that are CIS clients, anybody else looking at this project can see your name, what you do, and all of that. All right, let's get rid of the I'm interested so people aren't confused. All right, so let's go, and then, I'm sorry, bid results, same thing. These are the projects in the last 30 days that have bid, these 16 projects that have those same keywords in there. Okay. So going back to the desktop, this is, by the way, our main page, the desktop. For time reasons, I didn't explain all the different parts of it, but that's what this is. And then if I go to New York City, same thing. There's 25 projects currently out there. And then here are some of these projects. Let's see what do we have. Let's take a look at this one. Here's a project with Dasney. This one is bidding on October 18th. Here's all the information, the documents, Camelot Plan Room, your costs, your pre-bid meeting, your requirements. As you know, almost I believe every New York City project has certified goals: MBE 20, WBE 12, SCVOB 6, and there is a PLA on this project. The bid opening is being held via Zoom. Let's take a look at this description, same thing. So all of the keywords are highlighted all the way down to here. And then again, your plan holders. These are all the companies that are bidding this project that if you're bidding as a sub, you can reach out to. So same thing with adding yourself as interested and tracking the project. Okay, so again, I'm just literally doing a very quick overview for anybody, you know, that's on this demo. Really, we would do a one-on-one demo so we could put your specific keywords and find out exactly what it is that you are looking for. Just quickly, I want to show you our daily email. So this is what we are sending out to our clients every day in an email, also easily accessed where I just clicked on the project report. But this purpose is for the people that are in the field, don't have time to go online, but you want to know what's happening for the day. So we break down our daily email into these 5 different tabs. Pre-planning is our very early private project information. This is if you want to deal directly with owners, developers, design firms. A GC has not been awarded when it's in this pre-planning tab that we're looking at. So here's a private project in New Jersey, residential in Hackensack. Here's your attorney, here's your owner developer, here are your design firms. So again, you get to decide who you want to get involved with. If you click on owner developer, you click on design firm, it's kind of like the general contractors that we were looking at before. You can see other projects that they have and see if it's something that, you know, would also be something you want to reach out about. Keep in mind, these are brand new buildings. Typically, there's always going to be some kind of metal in a brand new building. So even if it doesn't say it in work included, you know that that would be the case. The first thing I always do when looking at these private projects is go right to the description. You want to find out what's being built, how big it is, so that you know if it's something that you want to get involved with. So this is construction of a 10-story multifamily building. There's parking, there's ADA accessible. There's going to be 56 one-bedroom units and 24 two-bedroom units with 80 units total. There's bike storage, a gym, and a roof deck with seating. So that gives you a lot of information to help you decide whether or not this is something that you want to get involved with. And then you know the different people you can call. But the other piece of it that's important will be the planning notes, because this is going to tell you every step of the way what is happening with this project. So they're telling us site plans will be reviewed by the Hackensack Zoning Board on October 19th, but it was carried from last November and this September. So it doesn't look like a lot is happening with it. They know what they want to do, but for some reason it just kind of keeps getting carried from, meeting to meeting. So by you tracking this project, you will automatically be notified of what's happening with this next time, the next meeting happens. Planning, similar information, but these projects are a little bit further along. So in this case, we've got the owner developer, I'm sorry, we back up, where this is happening in Long Island City, who your owner developer is, who your design firm is, your planning notes, new building permits were reviewed with objections on October 6th. So obviously that's going to have to, things are going to be happening with that. And then again, telling you what they're doing. A 14-story, 150-foot tall, 213,000 square foot mixed use building. 217 resi, 1,300 commercial, and 112 parking spaces. So that gives you a really good idea whether this is a good fit. Is it too big? Is it, a perfect size? Okay, the next tab is negotiated, because we're going to keep in the theme of the private work. So these are the projects that this is the tab that you would go to if you are interested in dealing directly with a general contractor. So there are 8 projects in here for today. Every one of these has a G reported. Now they're going to be in different phases. Like this one we found out was completed. This one's already in progress. This one has not happened yet. So the way that you kind of want to manage this list is, in progress might mean demo has started, site work has started. Doesn't necessarily mean regular construction started. So I would still kind of take a look at these. If you know that there's a project literally in your backyard, then I would, kind of wait and see. I would still look through the projects and determine whether or not you can still get involved. So let's take a look at this one in Flushing. So in this case, you've got your owner developer are one and the same. AAA General Construction Corp out of Flushing. So that's who you'd be reaching out to. As of 10/10, see the target date. So they're telling us that they're ready to break ground on this December of this year. So in a few months, they're ready to kind of get going on this. And then again, here's what they're doing. So they're going to expand a 2-story structure into a 9-story, 106-foot tall, 23,000 square foot mixed use, 10 plus of residential, 8,000 commercial, plus a community facility. Concrete-based building will include 10 resi units and a cellar. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on in this one. Same exact thing. Reaching out to the general contractor, clicking on their name. This is a proactive approach. We are telling you about these leads that are really important for the type of work that you do if you're looking at private new construction. So we're telling you about what the project is about. We're keeping you updated every step of the way what's happening, but you do have to reach out to these contractors to be able to get involved. They probably don't know who you are, and you need to let them know. All right, and then just the public bids. This is what's out to bid. Before we looked at a specific keyword report, this is what's out to bid literally for today in all of those territories: North Jersey, New York City, Lower Hudson. So in this case, you would just go through this report and figure out, look at the titles and decide, okay, what do I think is going to have my type of work in it? Click on those projects, read through them, decide if it's a good fit. If it is, track them, and then they're going to go into your folder. Same thing for bid results. These are projects that bid yesterday and prior. This is where we're putting them, but make sure, that if you're tracking projects, you're going to automatically be notified of anything that is updated. All right, so let's go back to the desktop just to quickly show you our construction directory. So this is where you can search for projects. You can search for GCs and subs, suppliers, equipment companies, professional services owner. If you don't know the specific name of the project, then you can search for it by the owner. Is it a major agency? Is it a town? Is it a school? Or is it a private owner? You can search that way. And then this is where GCs post projects because they need subs directly to reach out to them. So for example, if I'm in North Jersey and I'm looking for a steel contractor or a miscellaneous metal contractor, I can put in here, I can go to the drop down and figure out who I'm looking for. So if I say structural steel contractors, there are 122 companies listed in here. all in alphabetical order. If you wanted to be the first person up top, you can actually advertise your company and be the first person that gets listed, kind of like these companies over here. So that's another, avenue for you. Tracking. This is where we're keeping our tracked projects. As you can see, something has been updated, and this is what it looks like. You just click on it, find out what's been updated. You can also make notes. Same thing with the contractors. All of these companies have been tracked, and you can see that, DeFazio picked up plans, they placed a low bid and an other bid. So anybody that you track, the same thing will happen. We have real-time project information, which just means that as we're adding projects today or bid results, we're just also putting them here. You'll get that information in tonight's daily email that's emailed to you, or you can see it tomorrow morning when you click on the daily report. We have really good customer service. Our phone number's on every page. Everybody has assigned their own customer service rep. We have video tutorials for some training if you want. So just to kind of recap, we are literally your local project lead service. We are in your backyard looking for projects. If you're using another lead service, it means that they are a national company and they do not report they don't report the same caliber of projects that we do, and they typically tend to miss out on the local projects. So I do appreciate you joining me today, but as I said, I think it's really important that if you're here and you're interested in seeing our information, that we do a one-on-one demo so that we can narrow down and do exactly what, take a look at exactly what it is that you do. So thank you again for joining me. I appreciate it. Have a fabulous day, and I hope to speak with you soon.